Back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. It is a late night show. I know. I do this late night right now because, one, for all my haters out there, I can do this shit whenever I want. I can live stream whenever I want. I don't got to check in with my parents. I don't got to check in with the people around me. No, I'm a grown-ass man. I can talk about what I want. Can we talk about something? Not even about these markets crashing. We're going to talk about them in a minute, and we'll show you the charts. But I saw a video, and it was Lil Yachty. I don't know if you guys know who Lil Yachty is. He's a rapper, okay? And Lil Yachty was talking about how he spent $100,000 on a date to Disney World. He shut down half the park. He had security. He stayed at the Ritz-Carlton, the presidential suite, for 3 nights. He took a private jet. He took a female friend with him, a friend, might I put you. And I guess she's more beautiful than you could ever imagine. Some girl from Miami. Hey, so he did all this. He spent $100,000 on a weekend and didn't get none. He didn't get lucky. He didn't barely got a hug. He said, "Yeah, man, it's not like that." And I'm just thinking to myself, bro, before you ever spend $100,000, make sure she's the one. I'm not trying to impress somebody. You know how many GameStop shares that is, bro? Oh, Lil Yachty, you're hurting in life, bro. You're hurting in life. I guess the whole world's hurting in life because they're willing to pay for things that have no value at all, like Nvidia, like any of these damn Mag 7 stocks that are just pouncing, doing their thing. So I'm here. I got a message. I got the alerts. I start looking at it. Oh, man, Hong Kong. Oh, my God, look at these futures market. Like, everybody's down. Everybody's down in the overnight market. GameStop's down to $24.80 last I checked. I don't care. I'm buying more. And I don't go crazy. I don't go in there and go, "Oh my God, give me all my money." I buy 1 or 2. 1 or 2. That's all I buy. And I buy 1 or 2 shares a day for the last 4 years. 4 years. Okay? You're not going to get anything out of me. You're not going to get a rise out of me. But it's fun to see this. People are putting the blame on Trump, and that's just unfortunate. I told you what it'd be. He'd be the scapegoat for the crash of the over-leverage of this market. Tariffs are not the issue yet. Not a single person has had to pay for the tariff. It's just the idea of you're pricing it in. Oh, you didn't believe him when he was saying this shit in October? You didn't believe him when he won the election? You didn't believe him when he gave you a deadline? But now you believe him, right? Okay. Hey, don't mind me either, because I know I've already seen it all over the news. I've seen all of California is going to take the day off tomorrow. Apparently, no one's going to work. People are calling out. I'll be at work. I don't miss work. Like maybe twice in 12 years, 13 years. I don't miss work, and I won't. You guys got to drag me out of there. Why? I got to go make my money. I got to make some GameStop money. I'm okay with it. But markets, let's see. The real market that's out there is going to be housing first. As you guys know, housing is over 7%. We've lowered rates. Oh, my goodness. I was joking with the gold, guys. Holy shit. Dirty Randy, thank you so much for that on the late night with us. I'm here to keep it up with you with the truth, obviously, and I thank you so much, Randy, for supporting the channel the way you have for all the years. Here's maybe it's been a year. I don't know. I've just recently met you a while ago, but shout out to the thumbnail from Trove. Okay, Trove, my man. He made this thumbnail, and I used it once before, and then that video I put it on private, and because the live stream went sideways. But yeah, it's very cool. It is very cool. Thank you guys. Oh, I work. Hey, there was some YouTubers, or should I even call them that? There was some cosplay guys. The first dude name is Platinum, and the other dude's named Noisy, and these two dudes were out here having a live stream where they're talking to each other about whatever, and they decided to say something about my wife, and about my life, and about my kids, and what kind of dad is he, what kind of husband is he, what kind of employee is he, or his job. He has a job, he has a career, doubtful, all the crazy shit, right? Because no one puts in the effort and the time like me, apparently. And I was just like, no, that's cool. They can talk about me. Let me be the focus. But I said, what, to 4 people? Like, whatever, how many views they had? I didn't know. Half of them were you guys telling me, "Hey, guys." But I didn't care one bit. It's fine. But good morning in Germany, guys. Good morning in Japan. Good morning everywhere around the world in the UK. I want to say thank you. I know it's late night. For those of you that don't watch this live stream live, you'll get to it at the other end. My point was about housing. We're at 7% housing. 7% on interest rates right now in housing. I know the Fed called a halt, and then boom, and I was just like, yo, this is a tipping point for one sector, and then we go to the next one. Right now, U.S. dollar, all the way, like, things are losing traction around here. People are losing footing. Why? Because you're going to put tariffs on energy, tariffs on imports from Japan, or I'm not sorry, not Japan, from China and from Canada and from Mexico, guess what? I don't buy anything from there. I know you think I do. I know you think I do. What do you mean, Marantz? Nah, not my choice, man. You tell me I got to buy something else, okay, I have no problem. I'm not crying about rye whiskey. I'm probably avocados. Nope, not one bit. I'll go ahead and drink Jack Daniels, and I'll buy my avocados from Peru. I hear they're cheaper. I'm just saying, and just as good. I don't even care about avocados. That's not life or death. These guys are gonna be hurting, bros. And it was weird because I saw a video, and then all the protests going on right now, and I don't mind having a stance on this at all. And I'll tell you right now, let's just get this clear. My nationality, whatever you guys want to talk about me, my origins, my birth, whatever you guys want to tell me, I am American. I bleed red, white, and blue. I served my country. I swore in. I defended against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I am American. So flat out, I don't give a shit about what heritage is in me, what I've been through. No, I haven't been through shit. I've had a privileged life. I lived great. My dad provided for us. He worked hard. My grandfather worked hard. My grandmother worked hard. But I'm full-blooded American, babe. So when there's like these checkpoints, I don't give a shit. What do you guys want to talk about? Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. I'm going back to my house. That property I own in America. What's crazy is I see people waving flags of other countries in this country talking about, I can't even imagine it. I can't imagine going to a foreign country, which I've been to foreign countries when I was serving. I've been to foreign countries, even on vacation. But you go to, and then imagine waving your home flag and saying, but I'm going to stay here. But just remember, this is what I'm all about. Wow, living off the system. These dudes, I'm serious, guys. These guys are getting free money, free. I can't even begin to tell you how many times people frown upon it. And it's just one administration to the next. I don't pledge allegiance to administrations. I'll tell you that. I don't. It's just common sense kicks in at some point. So that's where I'm at on a lot of this right now. I don't understand it. I don't understand how they're doing this stuff, why they're doing this stuff. But people crying about it. This new age guys, I got to go back to work tomorrow. You guys not know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is a day without a Mexican. That means all Hispanics allegedly are calling out of work. Hello, Mr. George. You hired the new guy? Bros, I'm American. I'll be at work. I don't got time for this shit. I got to make money. I got things to do, and I got GameStop shares to buy. So I just want to put that very out there. You know what? You know what's so crazy that I saw? You want to talk about markets crashing? That's not crazy. GameStop being down? That's not crazy. Nvidia being overpriced? That's not crazy. Supermicrocomputers not giving out a 10K this quarter? That's not crazy. You know what's even more crazy? Like the craziest thing I've ever seen? Oh my God. Magic Johnson was giving blood, doing a blood donation. They tapped him in and he was giving blood. I said, what? Huh? Magic Johnson donating blood. I've seen it all, guys. I've seen it all. Apollo, I know you guys do business, but I'm just saying, and I'm not prejudiced towards it. If you've got the disease and you got the virus, I don't even want to know the difference. The boy was giving blood. I hope I don't get in an accident and I need that blood at all. Not at all. Tariffs start tomorrow? Good luck. Good luck. I know people are, oh my God, Canada put, I had to watch this Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, come out and say, we are imposing a $250 billion. Let me tell you something, Mr. Trudeau. Everyone wants to talk about a stock market crash, right? Nvidia crashed $600 billion last week. Nobody cares? Your punk ass is talking about GDP worth $250 billion. These dudes lost $600 billion off of a rumor, off of hey, we might be able to do this better. That's crazy. And that's not even that's the beginning. That's the beginning, because when you price in competition, when you price in devaluing the goodwill burn off of your chips, the chips you overpaid for, that you don't need them. This internet thing that we used to do when we were growing up, we used to do America Online. You'd have these discs that come in the mail, and then you'd sign on, and you'd sign up, and you'd pay a monthly fee, and oh my God, we got to pay a monthly fee. And then, you have to have internet, and you have to pay for that monthly too. Oh, I'm not paying 2 fees. I'm not doing, you know what happened? Someone out there decided, we have internet. We have this structure. We have these websites you can go to, these chat rooms. We have all that for free. You don't have to pay for it. That's the competition is they've been able to monetize on the backside of it. What do you think is going to be happening to AI in 10, 20 years from now? People are going to be looking at you saying, "You paid how much for AI? You paid $1 trillion? Microsoft, you're idiots." Because people are going to be able to do it for millions. It'll happen. That's how the world works. People learn to do things for less, become more efficient at it. How many HD TVs do you see today? I'm just asking. How many smartphones do you see? Just asking. How many Kodak cameras do you see? I'm just asking. You don't even need a Canon camera anymore. So, maybe I'm wrong. I live it, though. I had to hear Noisy Corax call himself a historian. Oh, Marantz, you don't know the next president after AFDR? No, I didn't know Truman, Eisenhower, JFK, LBJ, Nixon. No, I don't know. I didn't know Coolidge, Hoover, Wilson. I didn't know them all. I don't know them all, bros. What the hell? Do I get points for this stuff? But you go, yeah, it was Adams, Madison. There was Jackson somewhere in there. There was Jefferson. There was Washington. Am I going backwards from 5? I don't know. I'm supposed to know. Do you know everything? Apparently, because I do it off the top, right? I'm just here. But apparently, you're more brilliant than anyone. So, do you want to talk fundamentals while we're at it? You want to talk about GameStop? We can do that. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this great. This is the part I was talking about earlier in the video. GameStop Protect. Huh. Yeah, providing extended warranty services, namely product protection plans for smartphones and consumer electronics, devices manufactured and other for maintenance, repair, installation, and updating. Look at that, GameStop. They starting out new shit, bros. I know. GameStop's just doing the right thing when no one's watching. Market can crash all you think it is. I don't think it's crashing that bad. I think GameStop stays afloat. I think it's going to be 20. Somebody said to me today, if it falls to 15, Marantz, I'm buying 100 of them. I said, so? What do I care what you buy? Why you guys all want to tell me what you're doing with your money? I don't care one bit. I'm just worried about the $30 I'm going to spend tomorrow. That's it, $30, guys. $30 a day, 28 if I'm lucky. I'm out here. Living the life. Here's Joe Burrow right here. Look at this. Joe Burrow rookie card, Cameron Hayward, whoever. 2,800 cards that are available. I went to GameStop. I went shopping on the 2nd. Was it yesterday? No, that's today. Okay, I went on the 1st. I went yesterday. And went for my, like I said, birthday parties for my family and all the stuff we were doing. And I'll tell you guys, I love shopping there. I love seeing what they have to offer, and I don't want to be anywhere else. It's my favorite store to go into because you never know what you'll find, sports-wise or gaming or collectibles, and I'm happy to do it. But one day real soon, GameStop's going to be bigger than these people could imagine. These earnings are coming out at the end of this next month. It'll come out in March. And when the earnings come out, and depending wherever the markets are, these markets can have a retraction, a huge correction, and that's when the bottom half of the S&P is going to fall out, and we're going to fall in. And once we fall into that, it's off and running. You don't get to exclude one investment over the next when it's the S&P 500 announcement. It doesn't matter if it's the bottom of the damn barrel. Once you're in the index, you're in the index. You're in the good old boys club. And if you can still make profits and you still have all that cash on hand, I mean, guys, there's no way this stock's coming down the way you think it is. We're at $11, book value right now. And you're talking about price to book. So when you're talking $24 right now, dudes, we're getting $11 off of that. You're buying shares for $13 on a discount, which is beautiful for everyone that's involved. But get ready for tomorrow. Man, I don't know. I've been having this thing in the back of my throat like all day. Yeah, clip it. I don't care. It's a real cough, I guess. But I did see J.P. Morgan raised the price target for Carvana. And J.P. Morgan's in on the criminal side of a lot of investments, and for me, Carvana happens to be one of them. I've called out Carvana 2 years ago, and the price went from $10 a share, $14 a share at the time, all the way to 200 and something, and 300. So, sure, was I wrong? Yeah, everyone's going to tell you I was wrong. I'll let you figure that out when it's all said and done. You know, 2 years is nothing on an investment. 1 year is nothing. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. 10 years from now, because 10 years from now, GameStop's going to be amazing, and Carvana's going to be in very big trouble, very big trouble. And it's okay. I'll be invested for it because I'm an investor. I'm a decade investor. I told you guys this. I'm not the day trader. I'm not the swing trader, momentum trader. But all these guys claim they need profits, so it's cool. Justin Trudeau puppy chow. That's cool. That's cool. Why does Canada think they have leverage? Because they're sadly mistaken. Like, I mean, I heard him say he wants people to vacation elsewhere and not in America. Justin Trudeau, where the hell are they going to go? Where? The ice caps? I mean, do you have 12 huskies in a sled? What the hell are you going to do in Canada, bro? Are you going to wear a Mount Me hat? Is that what you're going to do? Are you one of these dudes on the horses walking around? Justin, I don't understand. It's never going to happen. I'm watching for about the product side when it comes to tariffs. So where do most of the products GameStop sells come from? Oh, now we're going to try to associate that with GameStop. This is ridiculous. You see, GameStop actually holds a trademark for a lot of things. But for you guys not to read the fine line, the fine print for everything they said, they're not putting tariffs on everything. There's certain sectors that they're putting it in, and they listed them. Like, I hate this shit. I hate liberals. Listen to me clearly. I don't hate liberals, the people. I hate the liberal agenda of the media when it comes to only taking certain parts of the message and not reading the full. It's crazy. It's like, oh, he said he's going to stop federal this, and that funding for everyone. No, he did not. It's just ridiculous. It's ignorance. And it's just, it's fueled by hate. So a lot of you guys with the hate in your heart for GameStop, stop your bullshit. You coming in here asking, I'm watching for the product side of tariffs. The fuck do you care for, William? William, let me ask you something. Before you care about the product side of it, like you claim you do, what about GameStop, the company? Is it not profitable? Have they not closed the majority of their stores overseas? Have they centralized and focused on continental United States? Good. Good. That's what we need to be worried about. Where do you get your baseball cards and football cards from? I'm asking you. Was there a tax imposed somewhere that you? I mean, what are the actual impacts instantly to your business that you know of that I don't? So before you tell me there's some tariff out there, who pays the additional fee? And I have to hear this from everybody. The consumers pay. What the fuck are you talking about, guys? Earth to anyone in retail. If you don't understand how pricing is done, leverage and pricing at wholesale. Hey, for all of you out there that think you know, that you're out here, oh, I'm this economic genius and I understand product. No, you don't, because you've never negotiated for pricing. So when you negotiate for pricing, you're going to negotiate packaging. You're going to negotiate the actual logistics of it, how to get it to and from, final delivery, and then the margin. And guess who eats the margin? Guess who eats the spoils? Guess who eats the allowance? Not the store. No, not the consumer. Can you imagine you go into a meeting and you try to tell a huge retail company that's the only footprint to sell your product, the only gaming store in America with 2,600 stores that does over what? $1 billion worth of business on said product, whatever product you want to claim that you're fearful of. Can you imagine the leverage you have and the power position you have? Oh, no, you don't want to sell your piece? Good, then don't. I don't give a shit. I'm still making profit off the things I own and control, controllables. But for people to sit here and live in fear for the unknown, you don't know who takes the extra pay on that. You don't get it. Hey, we increased the prices on logistics, on actual delivery. And why? Because UPS is paying their employees $53 an hour now. So UPS is going to charge us more, so therefore we're going to give it to the consumer. It doesn't fall on the consumer. What world do you guys live in? Do you see the price of Coke? I'm asking you, a case of Coke. Now go look at the price during the pandemic. It was like $4 higher than it is right now. It's so much different than you think it is. It's not what you think it is, guys. There's going to be products sitting there on the sideline, in the ocean, waiting to get through the ports. And who do you think is going to negotiate and get to the table the art of the deal? Donald Trump's going to make you a winner. Certainly if you're investing in America and the infrastructure that's here and the people sell here. You think I'm lying to you? I'm not lying to you. I've been to the table. Talk about wine. Talk about imports of everything you want. You guys are joking, right? Do you know what companies do? They make the same product but better. They make a benchmark on your same product. What's the number one rebranding product store in America? I don't have to name it, but you should know it. Private label. It's not anything based off of the tariff that you have to pay for imports. Slap it on. You'll figure it out. I'm telling you, I'm so serious about this. Where you guys are so like this kid William McDonald. Can I tell you something, William McDonald? I've never seen you a day in my life in my live streams. I have over 12,000 people that watch me over here on YouTube. I have another 17,000 on TikTok. I have another 4,000 to 5,000 on Twitter, and I don't even know, another 1,000 elsewhere. I've never seen you a day in my life, but you're worried right now about GameStop. Tonight. Hello. Hi. William McDowell. Not to be confused with Donald McDonald's. All I see is my money losing buying power. I'm not a financial genius. I don't know. You know what I do for you, bro? I don't know how any of this works. Well, guess what? A lot less talking and a lot more listening. That's the way it works, okay? There you go. You're losing buying power? The fuck? Do you know what I do? Do you know how I get more buying power, William? I go to work. I go to work and I get that thing called a paycheck, and then I put more of that into the market that I need to. I buy the things I want to buy. Are we good? Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not going to let you guys come in here and talk that nonsense to me. It's not going to happen, guys. Never, never, never. The U.S. dollar is king, and you're telling me you're losing buying power. What do you own? What are you trying to buy with? Canadian dollars? What are you worried about? Damn straight, tariffs are used for negotiations. Unfortunately, we Americans have been taken advantage of for far too long. Trump is going to fix that problem. Make America great again, baby. Thank you. These guys have no idea. And you know what? Everyone out there in the world is nervous. I heard all these foreign leaders, and they were like, "Man, Trump's gonna, ruin the system." And yeah, you're damn right he is. He's gonna reset the system. You want fair and balance? Cool. Show me your sidewalks. Show me your power plants. Show me your power grid. Show me your running water. Show me your sewer lines. Show me how you built roads and railroads and airports and stadiums. Show me your worth. Show me you're worth something, and I'll go out here and be like, you know what? They're productive. Japan's worth something. They worked for it. Singapore's worth something. They worked for it. Before you cry me a river about Central America or anything, I'll play with you, Canada. I'll play with you. I want to know, how many battleships do you guys have? You see this? This is where big bank take little bank. How many nuclear warheads do you have? How do you feed yourself? Put an embargo around this whole damn thing called 51. You overplay your cards. It's going to show. Because there's a lot of guys like me. There's a lot of dudes out here that represent this country, serve the country in their time, and they'll still do it till this day, in or out of the service. I'm telling you now, we're built different. We'll work just as hard as anyone to do something. Maybe we have the mental capacity, right? Maybe that cognitive cart is not overloaded yet. Maybe we can take it all in. Just saying. The Art of the Still from Robert. Yeah, my man. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I know. Sit back, shut up, and watch the show. Yes. They don't know. William needs to go watch Connect the Dots. Yeah, I think everybody does. I think everybody needs to Google and watch Connect the Dots. And then you'll understand that by February 18th, they're going to be putting a tariff on gas, steel, and in chips. And all the chips, all the chips from China. Gas, steel, and chips on the 18th of February. It's only going to get worse. Stop the fentanyl. Stop opening up the borders. And it's not just stop the fentanyl to the U.S. Stop sending it over there to Mexico so that it gets to us. It's a simple ask, guys. Simple ask. We had a war on drugs in the 1980s. Just say no. You guys remember that? How many DEA agents died in Mexico and Colombia? What did they have to do? They built the city of Miami off of drug money. Look at Miami now. It's this tropical paradise that they built off of drug money. And you guys want to tell me that he doesn't know? He knows what's happening to this country. Everybody knows. People just turn a blind eye because politicians are paid to do it. They get paid off. Look at all this earmarked money they have everywhere. No, wait. Thank you to Doge. Elon Musk going in there saying, hey, I want to know what you're spending money on. They got a lot of free time, guys. I love it. Imagine you got the richest man in the world he has no responsibilities at all but to look over the numbers and go, oh, we're spending $50 million on condoms? Literally condoms. $50 million on condoms to Ukraine. I'm sorry, but I don't know how much sex is not happening, but $50 million, I thought it was a joke. I said, $50 million condoms? Bro, I bought like 2 packs my whole life. And I gave the shit away to buddies and friends. Just saying. $50 million. Huh. The Super Bowl can't even blind my view of this shit. Who's going to watch the Super Bowl? Not me. I don't care about Kendrick Lamar. Not one bit. Condoms. Shit. And man, could you imagine? Who owns the condom? Like Trojan? Are you guys buying Trojans, Magnums? What are you guys buying over there in Ukraine? They just slinging it? Just out there. Yeah. It's probably Biden. Biden said, you know what? I got STDs over there, Dad. It wasn't cool. It'd be really cool if we had a bowl of condoms just laying around everywhere. Can we get condoms everywhere? Then I'll go visit again, man. Yeah, no. It wasn't cool, bro. Got all this shit on me. Sorry, Dad. I don't know. Don't come after me, okay? Don't come after me. I'm just another guy. They're going to go ahead and, go to work. We're good. So they're going to go ahead and put tariffs on, I said computer chips, gas, and steel. And then they're going to put more coming up on pharmacy, on pharmaceutical, and something else. I can't remember what they said. All I know is I was very excited. I said, oh. So now we're hitting everybody. Everybody getting tipsy. I love it. I did see that Meta agreed to end their what is it called? Fact-checking? They're no longer fact-checking? Oh, we don't want to point out when you're really wrong. We know, Meta. It's kind of biased. I get it. The other tariffs that are going to happen when they do the pharmaceutical tariffs are going to be the data centers as well. That's what was announced. Data centers. Everything's covered over there. All right, guys, let's go look at the market. Let's see how bad it is. Here's Abercrombie and Fitch. Maybe you heard of them. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I'd take her if I had one wish, but she's been gone since that summer. From 119.81 all the way down to 111. Currently trading overnight at 115. Not looking good. You know what else is really telling about this 24-hour market? They go, oh, these stocks are trading 24 hours. Not all stocks, but that's one of them, right? These are private equity stocks. A lot of them have private equity plays. Is that crazy? Am I just assuming shit when I say that? I don't know. Here's one that they try to control overnight. It got down to 24.70, 24.49. A lot of you lucky bastards that have Robinhood and Webull, you guys went and bought this damn thing. But look at what it's holding up, that blue line. that blue line. So I'm very excited for this stock to go all the way down here. And we'll find a way back up. We'll gap up once the market opens up in a couple hours. We're at 25.59 right now in GameStop. Closed last week at 26.80. Right now, you have a couple of hours when the market opens. Officially opens up like around 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, my time. So when it does open, I anticipate it to go up. I can't buy shares until 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So at 4 a.m. my market opens because I buy through Fidelity. And when that opens, I'm buying. And it's just, I don't even care where it goes. So Burlington, not a 24-hour stock, but, some of these 24-hour ones are just going down. So it was already going down to 279. We'll see how far it can keep going. Here's a 24-hour stock. 5 and below went from $94 and some change on Friday, $89.95. Already took $5 off of it, 4% in addition to the 2.5 that was gone. Bath and Body Works from way up here to 37 all the way down to 36, and they're already down 4%. All the way down here, guys. There's way down here on the 24-hour market. That's what we do. Penske Automotive, that'll fall through in the morning. This is going to be blood red, guys. Blood red. From $99 all the way down to $92. Right down here, 92, all the way hit the bottom of the ground. People are ready to sell off of this whole market. We're going to talk about the crash and the cash. Everything has crashed out. Okay, guys? Anything that could have sold, people are running for the mountains here. They're looking for higher ground, and they're going to find it. It's not in crypto. It's not, I don't know where it is. It's maybe in bonds, because what was announced on Friday, that Warren Buffett bought in on bonds. He actually bought in with $280 billion worth of U.S. bonds, Treasury bonds. He didn't go buy securities. He obviously got the heads up that this thing's crashing, or that he saw this Trump idea is going to hurt, allow people to be scared and play it on you. And sure enough, everything is gone. Everything has fallen to the ground, at least 5% in this pre-market, known as the 24-hour market. But I'm looking at them all. Home Depot in the overnight. Look at Home Depot. Even Home Depot falling to the floor at 404. All the way down. It's down $7 a share instantly. We have a problem, Houston. We have a problem. Taiwan Semiconductors, all the way down. That one's down $8 a share, from 209 to 200 flat. Bumble, I already told you don't touch Bumble. That's private equity. But sure enough, Bumble's down only 1% after being down 4%. Apple's even down, guys. This is Apple right here. Look at this fall down. All the way down to 226 at one point in the overnight. Apple's down to 229 right now. If the number one company in the world is falling, the whole world is falling. I'm sorry, guys. This is the market crash you've been waiting for. This is going to be the Black Monday, and they're going to blame Trump for tariffs. It's all a disguise to take their exit liquidity right now. They're shooting out of this market. You see right there, Dave & Buster's all the way down. You see Rivian down from 11.56 down 5% as well. You have Plug down all the way to $1.80, $1.76. Nike all the way down to 72. I like Nike in the 80s. I like Nike way up here at 78. Now it's down to 74, hit 72. Man, they got a lot of room to go down. So if you're holding puts on this whole market, somebody out there said that they had bet billions of dollars of puts on the market. I think that's just the leverage. I think they're deleveraging their risk aversion, as they call it. And that's exactly what you see on this market right now. These are value stocks. Value stocks, the ETF will open up and it will come crashing down. The VIX, implied volatility, right here, this VIX should be going all the way through the roof. Market volatility index, it should be gone. Up and out of here come the market open. And that should just tell you there's volatility in the markets, that they're transitioning money from one end to the next. IWM, this is going to be your whole Russell 2000 ETF. It was tracking fine at 225 all the way down to 220. They took a bite out of crime. They took $7 out of the whole damn market right there. Then you have the SPY crushing down to 590. SPY is down $11 right now. SPY is down. Be careful, guys. You're looking for the bottom on it all. Oh, I like this. I like super microcomputers all the way down to 25. I want it to hit 0. NVIDIA, you owe people money, NVIDIA. AMC touched $2.88 and keep it going. NVIDIA, we're coming for you, babe. You were down to 111 and some change. You're down to 113.80. Guys, this stock was worth 160, 158 at one point. This stock was worth $3.5 trillion worth of market cap, $3.8 trillion worth of market cap. It is now worth 2.9. They have lost almost $1 trillion in market cap. You should be aware of what's happening. The only stock that's not losing, the only stock that's still holding, that's still doing its thing, baby, GameStop, $12 billion. GameStop, 25.60, looking healthy. Oh, it's not a big drop if you know anything about this damn stock. I mean, can I show it to you? That's the daily chart. It didn't fall. It's just right there in the Dorito. Oh, man, it's hard, guys. You know why it can't fall? I just tell you just the flat-out truth. It's not Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. All the way down to 91,000. From 106 to 91,000. Gross. Looking for money. You won't find it. You know why GameStop can't fall, guys? Because you own it. 5 free memberships for the channel. I appreciate you, Novus FVP. Is that FPV? Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much for all the support and love on the channel, man. UPS is at 112. Didn't I call that out? Didn't I say? What'd I say? I said all these dudes are coming down to the ground. Let's see. CVS? They're okay. CVS is already rock bottom in a way, but yeah, 52 from 56, not bad. Qualcomm, oh, sucks to be them. Let's see. Microsoft, no way you lost $10 a share. Even them, Meta, man, $17 a share already in the pre-market. What's going on? They were down to $16.6. They actually were down $27. People have to know this market's coming, bros. This is wild. I'm already excited. I'm super excited about this. Oh, the only thing up is the VIX. That's it. The VIX is up. Oh, it's embarrassing. Amazon down $7 a share. Oh, I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Because nobody knows it but me. Why didn't I say the things I needed to say? How could I let my angel get away? Now my world is just tumbling down. I can say it so clearly, but you scrubs ain't around. GameStop ain't lonely. GameStop ain't sad. GameStop's just thinking about the gains that they had, and we ain't missing you. Because nobody knows it but me, bro. John, connect the dots on Marantz past videos. Oh, John wants to know. What were you referring to when you said watch Connect the Dots? Is it a YouTube channel, Brick by Brick? John, how you doing, John? So, John, on my channel, okay? Oh, let's go. We can do it right now. We can do this, bro. Right here. Let's just go to YouTube. Doo-doo. There's Marantz. How you doing? Let's go to playlist. You just click on my homepage, go to playlist, okay? And when you go to my playlist, you avoid all the, all the videos, whatever. There's this thing down here called Connect the Dots. It's only 74 videos here. There's actually 80-something parts to this damn thing, but they're everywhere. There's live streams.
Misfits. If you look down.
So when you go to Connect the Dots, you have all of these videos on the right-hand side, as you can see. All these videos over here. And you can scroll down. And, when it starts to get good, it's probably part 3. Is where I kind of figured it out. But definitely by part 6 is where I really figured it out. And then I just took off. And then there's no holding you back. And once you watch this shit, it'll rock your world. And, yeah, that's just... I give you an example right here. Watch this shit. Man, I don't want to... Nah, these are too long, dude. These are long. I mean, if you watch them, you're going to learn a lot. I just tell you that right now. Whoa, here's one. You an AMC guy? You know anything about AMC? I do. Check this out.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. We're supposed to be excited tonight. AMC has announced that they've finished their offering. They raised more than $325 million by selling off 40 million shares. Now, to remind everyone, 40 million shares on a reverse stock split of 10-1, that would be 400 million shares. At an average price of $8.14, that means 81 cents a share. I don't know how this is a great thing. I don't know how people find out that there are bankruptcies off the table. It's not nearly enough to move the markets. But if you understand just how you're being over leveraged and how you're diluting this company, I'm going to talk about something in a minute after I show you the price action or the lack thereof. So let's go ahead and look at the stock really quick. That yellow line there is when they started selling shares. And the yellow line is going to show you that Adam Aron managed to sell everything underneath it. They announced it this day on the 6th. When they announced it, this stock dropped off of the announcement. Okay? So if Adam Aron wanted to sell his shares at a high valuation, $14 a share, whatever it may be, the minute they announced it in the pre-market, it was already going down the whole way through. The average share price is here at this gold line. So that means he didn't make nearly what he could have, what he should have, because they didn't sell a single share, it looks like, somewhere in that first day. And if they did, then it was dropping like a rock. But as you can see, it goes across the timeline. This is what they averaged, $8.14 a share. That's unfortunate for anyone who's been invested in this company. This is where he sold it. Okay. Now that we know that part, and you've been sold off in the last quarter, and I've already told you that you're going to show $1 billion loss on the balance sheet, it's going to be terrible because the goodwill impairment charge is going to hit hard. The $325 million that they raised are going to
So let's start right there. Right there, I was wrong on that. Okay, I was wrong on goodwill impairment because they didn't take an impairment loss on their existing buildings like they should. My belief, they are not profitable. They never will be. And those are dead movie theaters. That's my belief. And it won't show up on the books like it should under goodwill impairment until they deleverage, how they sell the building, or until the lease is up, or I don't even know what they could do at that point. But I was completely wrong on that. So now that I've educated myself over time about goodwill and how it actually works, yeah, I was wrong. I don't mind being wrong. I had plenty of people to help me out during the time when I was making these videos. And at this point right here is when, we'll talk more about the fundamentals and what that hedge fund was named AMC. But that's just a little part. I don't mind saying I'm wrong. But here you go.
The number just a tad, but we know what they're doing. They're going bankrupt, and they have to do this. They have to show good faith to you, the investor, that they're at least trying, right? But I want to change the narrative of this whole conversation. This is going to be a longer video than most because I want to talk to you guys about something. I am moved by the fact that GameStop has a movie coming out called Dumb Money. And people are going to look at the origin story of what the movement was for the stock market back in January 2021. But I also want to talk about the origin story of what AMC is. So when we do that, let's go look at it really quick. The origin story of AMC is this. In 2004, there was two companies that came to buy AMC. AMC, the movie theater, existed, guys. The one that you want to buy. The one that you want to save. And that was in 2004. It was a movie theater. In all actuality, it was actually in 2001 when they sold off to Apollo. But here was a deal between JP Morgan and their partners, JPMP, okay, and the private equity firm known as Apollo. And they sold on a 49.9% and a 50.1% deal. That means that the bank, JP Morgan Chase, owns AMC Movie Theaters, and Apollo owns it. That's who you're investing money with today. These guys have never shipped off ownership. Over the course of time, you might have seen a company like CCPM, I forget what it's called, it's right here on this one, CCMP Capital Advisors. When you see they bought in for $2.6 million with the Wanda Group, that is, and if you look at the history of CCMP, it's just a name change. It's still JP Morgan. Nothing's changed. So what I'm telling you guys, if you guys are paying attention to the investment, okay, way back then, 2004, AMC was already bought out by private equity. And over the last 20 years, these guys have manipulated you, the public, into thinking that they're a movie theater company. They're a hedge fund. The actual name was Marquee Holdings. Marquee Holdings, the headquarters is in Kansas City, Missouri. That's where you see AMC headquarters. That is JP Morgan. That is partnered with Apollo. It's never changed. That's why their man is in charge. Adam Aron has worked for Apollo for 25 years. There's never been a doubt. When you guys are talking about saving a movie theater company, just know that movie theater company is actually a hedge fund. It's actually a bank. It's the two together. So no matter who's in it, just know who runs it. Private equity. The original CEO of AMC when they went public was Gerardo Lopez, right? Gerardo Lopez, Jerry. He's now on the board of directors at Icon Enterprises. He's still part of private equity. The individuals in charge of these companies don't have ties to movie theaters. Kevin O'Connor, who's investor relations, the guy who's been on the board for 20 years, 22 years, he comes from these guys. They're actually private equity plants, and they have been for 20-something years. You guys have been lied to. Adam Aron doesn't know the first thing about movies. When he got hired, he'd never worked in a movie theater a day in his life. He was not qualified to be the CEO of this company. But yet they'll tell you he was because he can manipulate you. And he can get you to think that he's doing the right thing. But from the moment he walked in and started using capital to just spread himself thin, give out special dividends, buy dead movie theaters, invent the thing called APE, they're going to tell you they're making changes and they're making moves, and they raised $325 million. The covenants are going to come back onto this company, onto the bonds themselves. They're going to be over leveraged. The goodwill impairment charge that will be evaluated on an annualized basis is going to knock your socks off on this company. If you guys don't understand balance sheets and you don't understand what's coming your way, it is extreme default. They are going to have a share price below $5 soon enough. They just diluted your float an additional 20%. And what can we do? We can tell you that bankruptcy is off the table. It's always on the table. Or else you don't do an offering. You don't offer any shares at all. If bankruptcy wasn't on the table, and they were so great with Taylor Swift and they were so great with Barbie, they don't offer their company up this way. I have one last question for everyone. Who bought the $40 million? Was it you? Are you the bag holder? I'll wait for the announcement. But I'm just going to tell you right now. When you buy an AMC share, you're actually buying a hedge fund share. They are the hedge fund. They are the private bank. Do your homework. Peace.
All right. So that is one example of connect the dots where I show you that private equity actually owns AMC. That is AMC. And that's who people are investing with, and that's who's holding them up. So if you're an AMC investor, you see that video, it blows your mind, right? And not only are they a $2 stock now, I said that a year and a half ago. I said they're going to be under $5. They're $2.88 tonight. So it's just the God's honest truth that we were able to call that out years ago. I saw it from a mile away, but I can't take all the credit that way. I have to tell you all the steps that it took to get there. Looking at the origin story, following the money, and understanding that there's more to than just names, right? Because if somebody told you CCMP bought this, and Wanda bought this, Wanda's running it. It's like, no, they're not. They're just another buyer, but it's JP Morgan and it's Apollo. And then you have the Apollo man at the head, at the head and the helm, and then all the other board of directors have Apollo ties, Caesar's Palace coup type ties. And if you guys don't know about the Caesar's Palace coup, that's an investment, and that was a carve out, a vulture capitalist carve out between 7 different private equity firms, and that's where they all learned, hey, there's enough money out here, enough body out here to eat up, to feed everyone. And they all managed to find a way to get along and use their power and use their leverage. And, I don't want to say plant. I do. Planting people onto board of directors and maximizing profits and exiting. That's exactly what happens. But it doesn't mean that you're going to maximize shareholder equity. No, the fiduciary duty is not in that case. I mean, they used escape. Adam Aron uses escape as, and he'll say, "I'm just trying to stay in business. I don't want to go bankrupt." And you're like, okay, well then what the hell? We're still doing another reverse stock split, right? We're still headed down that path, right? I mean, we're going to be David Mitri and Mullen Automotive soon enough. So that's when I started calling it all out. So I just want people to know the difference. And before people start saying, well, you need to buy more movie tickets. No, you don't. Movie tickets are for the movie companies. You need to buy concessions. You need to go there and buy them out of every piece of popcorn and every piece of candy and every drink they have. And I would just tell you, good luck, because you can't keep them afloat because they don't want to survive. In the words of Laser Haas, if you're not familiar with Laser Haas, who's the CEO of eToys, he says, you know what? Sometimes companies want to fail. Sometimes companies, they do it on purpose. And I was like, what? And that's when you really mapped it out. That's when you understand Radio Shack. That's when you understand Circuit City. That's when you understand Toys R Us. These guys want to fail. They try to do it to GameStop, and it didn't work. So we're living this history right now. I just want to thank everyone out there for being a part of history. If you own a GameStop share, if you're on the side of Roaring Kitty, if you're on the side of Ryan Cohen, if you're on the side of me, You know, I support this company till the day I die. And I do it wholeheartedly. I don't give a shit who's in front of me. I don't care what they tell me. And I've had everyone try to stop me. And I'll tell you guys, good fucking luck. Honestly, man. When there's a man out there that has more passion and desire than you could ever possess, you can make all the videos you want. And you could say, oh my God, he's so dumb. He's so stupid. Nope. My passion and hard work and hustle will outwork you and your knowledge. And then guess what happens to your knowledge? It gets deflated. It gets deflected. It gets beat. Because this is inevitable. GameStop is inevitable, guys. I'm sorry to tell you this. Hey, for every meme out there that you guys don't want to believe, for every time you look at Roaring Kitty and you go, oh, he's just an idiot. And you go, you know what? Roaring Kitty has $500 million worth of GameStop. $500 million. When he left us initially, right, Roaring Kitty, he came out with this thing and everybody posted it and they're like, man, Roaring Kitty has 250,000 shares. He's going to start Moas himself. He came back 3 years later. He has 9 million shares. And we're all looking around like, huh? 9 million. Okay? If I could have a penny for every share he has. Oh my God. Guys, sitting tight. Hold up and to the right. You're about to walk into something tomorrow. I tell you, and he's not the only one. He's not the only one. So are you. How many more shares do you have today than you had in January of 2028 or February? Right now we're in February of 2028. How many more shares? You have tons more. And you know what you're doing. Blockbusters, BBY, and gone. Yeah, you know, we could talk about that. About Bed Bath & Beyond. You know, we had the luxuries of letting everyone know that was going to go bankrupt. And we saw it months before it happened. And then we were, you know, going to other YouTube channels and telling them, like, hey, guys, stop this. Stop this idea of something that doesn't exist. Right? Because the first argument was Bed Bath & Beyond's a great company that anyone would want to buy. And they sell tons of merchandise. And they're not going bankrupt, buddy. They sell tons of merchandise. They sell billions of dollars. And I was like, what? Because I read the balance sheet and I saw they had no cash. And they're going bankrupt, dude. They're down, you know, $3 billion. They're upside down, $2.8 billion. Like, what are we talking about right now? And it went from that. It went to the next step of, hey, buy the bonds. The next step was, hey, they're going to merge. There's a buyer. Ryan Cohen's interested. IEP's available. It's Newell Brands. Right? It's Carl Icahn and his sons. And it's just one after. It went from one extreme to the next, and it never stopped. And while that's all happening, new characters are pushed out in front of you, new people, and everyone just wakes up every day and they just do this. Any tweet that comes out, McDonald's put out an ice cream cone tonight. Anybody see this? McDonald's put out an ice cream cone on Twitter. That means Bed Bath & Beyond and GameStop, they're going to merge. Ryan Cohen is switching shares because he's getting a divorce and he's merging. What? Let me tell you something, okay? I know I called the lawyer the other night, Ryan, and I asked him what would be the benefits of someone switching their name and switching the shares to their name. Before you guys all try to paint me out to be Kais Malej, which, by the way, I'm the one who interviewed him first, right? I'm the one that put that kid on the map. It's so baffling how all you guys have a platform and a view and a stance and a word or even make content because I choose to make content. I'm just telling you, it's baffling. You wouldn't have a show, you wouldn't have a following, you wouldn't have a start or a finish if I'm not making videos. If I don't hit record first so you can get your good ideas, right? So you can talk on what I have to talk about. Remember who you take notes from. All of you. All of you. Anyway, tell all these clowns that come out of the woodwork. They're like, yeah, man. Sue Gove, she's good for the movement. She was great, but what? What movement? What the hell are you talking about? Tell all you kids the same thing, man. It's GameStop and nothing else. Stop trying to put it with anything else. You know, GameStop partnered up with PSA. You know that partnership? It's such a big partnership that PSA raised their prices. Listen, PSA raised their prices for grading cards because the volume was so inflated. The increase was so massive they couldn't handle it. So I said, there's a demand here. Beckett is out of it. We have everyone sending cards into us. What happens when they raise the prices? That forces everyone to go to GameStop. Because GameStop didn't raise the prices. Now guess what you get to do? You get the best value at GameStop. Maybe that partnership's the one you want, Nat Turner. Maybe you want the bigger medium. Maybe, see, this is the part that Amazon got wrong. This is the part that UPS got wrong. You guys know about UPS. UPS announced they're going to do less business in America because the Amazon partnership's not as profitable. You don't get to do that. You do that, you crash your own company. You crash your own shares, your own stock. But because you're strong-armed by the Teamsters, you got to pay a pretty penny, don't you? And now you can't afford because the margins to pay your employees versus the business contract that you have with Amazon doesn't equate to dollars. That's the truth about Amazon and UPS. Well, guess what? GameStop has found a way to make a profit and keep a partnership with PSA. I have to take this phone call. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. No, it's I don't mind telling you guys. It's my business. It's my business that I monitor alarms. I monitor refrigeration alarms. I monitor security alarms. A lot of stuff, and they call my phone first. I'm the first call, so I tend to a lot of things. I know people think I'm just a janitor, but it's cool. No. When you're in charge of millions and millions of dollars worth of merchandise, you need to be aware of what's happening. So, but I'm good. I'm fine with it. Anyway, was not Ryan on the phone. My point was that they upped the price. They kept the partnership with GameStop. They're going to keep dollars rolling in. It's going to force people to go to GameStop. Now, how do I help? Not only do I go get cards graded, which, by the way, I'm a humble janitor. You guys don't see my where the hell did my hey, a card's missing. A card is missing. Huh. Wait a minute. The card is missing. Who would have taken my card? I found it. Oh, man. Bro, that was wild. So, a lot of you guys know I got some cards graded, and I traded in the Brock Bowers. I wonder, no, it wasn't Tito. I wonder if the Brock Bowers got up on the website. I'm going to tell you guys something, okay? It's not there. But I know I traded it in. But here's another thing that I found out about when I traded it in, okay? So I had a Brock Bowers rookie card that was phenomenal looking. It was on the red parallel on Don Russ. and its worth is around $120 to $75, from 75 to 120, depending on where you look on eBay. And GameStop gave me $67, right? So 67 versus the 76 it was selling for. I felt really good about the price. I felt good about the margins too. That was a good margin for me. To give you an example, it's 15% off of what they're selling for online. But they are going to sell it for a lot more because you're going to get $100 for that card. You're going to get $90. It's Brock Bowers rookie. Everybody wants it. So I was happy to trade it in. Then I had this card graded. And this is going to be my Venusaur. You guys saw me open this live on the camera. And this is a 9. It came in at a 9, which is cool. And Venusaur right here. And this is the card I plan on giving away at one of the giveaways. If I ever meet the right collector, the right person, I'll give it to somebody that matters, that knows what the worth of it, right? Like, I'll let it sit there on the piggy, so, you know, it was at Corey's mom. But the cards you don't see is you do not see the Caitlin Clark rookie card that I bought. It was my nephew's birthday, and I always, whenever I go see him, I give him a new card. It's been a thing I've been doing for the last, 6 months. So every time I see him, I just walk over, and if I see him, like, again, I'll go like this. Here you go. Here's a Kool-Aid, McCletsky, whatever his name is, rookie card from Alabama. I got him on the purple parallel. Like, I'm going to give him that card, right? I'm going to go up to him, because he's collecting cards right now. So I'm just going to walk up to him and go, here you go. Here's an Ellie De La Cruz rookie card, Here's another Ellie De La Cruz rookie card. Like, I'm just going to walk up to him and do a Mason Wynn rookie card on the parallel, $30 right here. Okay, on this card. Boom. Paul Skeens on the red parallel, rookie card. Like, I'm going to do this to him every time I see him. Malik Washington, red parallel, Don Russ, rookie card. Like, I'm going to do all this stuff. And I already said, I'm going to be that uncle that gives him cards so he can collect them and do it. So I gave him the Caitlin Clark. And then I gave my daughter the Shohei Ohtani card that I had. There's only been one in the world that's been graded. The population 1. And it was pretty good. PSA 9. But I'm happy with it. And then I have a whole bunch of cards for Carter Corner Pocket I've been saving. Don't worry, Carter. I still have them here, babe. Still got them here. Jaden Daniels. I still have them. I still got them all. Okay? Don't worry. Don't worry about me, bro. You're going to get them all. You're going to get that bad boy right there from, I don't know. You get that bad boy right there. NFL debut. Yeah, so we got a lot of them for you. This my boy. I'm going to find time. I always say I'm going to find time. I've been trying to find time for like 2 months. But I've been busy. I guess I didn't refresh fast enough, probably. The PSA 9 Blastos that I wanted on the site are literally sold in 0.5 seconds. Oh, man. Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, so I'm just giving away the cards that I can, and I'm happy about the relationship for GameStop with it all. So I'm going to go over some things with you guys right now before I leave. So just know this is a late night stream. I get it. I'm not always going to do late night streams. It's just I was busy most of my day. And yesterday I did 2 birthday parties, and we still went out dancing after. Like, I was dead tired after yesterday. Just hanging out with the wife, went out dancing. I did the unthinkable. I made my wife dinner. I cooked for her. And let me tell you how big of a surprise it was to her. It was the greatest thing I've ever done. Yeah, it's not that I can't cook, okay? It's not that. And she's just the better cook. She's the best cook. And it was like, okay. She looked at me. I was playing TFT. She looked at me and she goes, baby, I'm hungry. And I go, oh, okay. And she thought I was going to go get her something. And I just got up and I said, the hell with this, bro. You can do this. And I just started throwing down. And when I walked into that room and I took her that plate, her jaw about fell on the floor. And she about fell on the floor. She was like, and she stopped everything she was doing to eat it. And she said to my face, she said, baby, this is the best plate of food I've ever had in my life. And I was like, what? Like, really? She's like, it's so good. And then my son was like, Dad, this food's so good, right? It has me thinking, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm a good cook. I could do this. No, my wife said it was so good because she didn't make it. She goes, there's something about food that you don't make yourself. And I was like, all right, I got it. I get the picture, mama. Once in a lifetime, babe. Don't be getting starving on me. Better make something for everybody. That's it. I heard they're going to drop Pokemon set where they're going to have a card that's going to be worth like 2K. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm sure people are going to fight on them, and I'm okay with that. Because, I got all these Wii games that I'm going to trade in. I want to trade these bad boys in because, they already have the retro section. I got to give them more content, more inventory. And I saw this lady. They went and traded in all their stuff. They're right in front of me at GameStop on Saturday. And lady tried to trade in like The Last of Us 2 or whatever. And the girl goes, this is a 2-disc set? And she's like, oh, but this is the gameplay one. I don't know the other one. She goes, I don't care. I can't give you value for it. And they were like, okay. Well, you can take $18 for this one. And it was like something else. And that was just, I like seeing that. I like seeing people still use GameStop for what it is. A used video game store. And then I like seeing people snoop around for what it's not. Or for what it really is. Do you got any cards behind the counter? Do you have any Pokemon cards on the shelf? I heard somebody say they got some Pokemon cards. That was really cool. And that's cool, yeah. It's great. Yeah, no, I agree. It's great. A GameStop app. And that's what I'm doing. GameStop sent 300,000 cards to be graded PSA just in the month of November. Merkin, I know that's a big number, but it's just because it was new. Doesn't mean that they kept up with the same pace, but it'll get going again. My local GameStop's doing a rip and submit in February for, I don't even know, for the new GameStop, for the new Pokemon things coming out on the 7th. So they're doing a rip and submit thing where you open the cards on site and then you submit them right there, and they give you a free top loader and penny sleeve to send them, which is 26 cents. It's not the point. The point is go get your cards graded, man, and you'll be so thankful. So anyway. I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Like I said, it's late night, whatever. Tomorrow, I want to be here. I want to be here for the market crash. I don't know how I'm going to be acting, how I'm going to get up and feel about my day, but I do want to get to the mountains. I do want to go running. I do want to work out. I've just been so busy working. I've had some of the best days professionally. I feel like $1 million at work right now. It's like the best feeling I've ever had for my career. I feel like my career is progressing. I feel like I'm succeeding. I'm not in still water. I'm not. You guys ever like gone to your job and you just feel like what's the purpose? Like I know you probably get stagnant and you probably try to find direction and motivation, but this is one of those moments where I'm performing at top tier. I'm at the peak of my career right now, and that's what means the world to me. It means a lot. So, I'm going to do my best to have influence and make an impact and make a change on everything I touch. So whether it be YouTube videos or it be me at work or me with my family, I'm going to do my best. So I wish people would stay positive about the show and about what we do, but there's some haters out there, and I just got to remind myself there's people on the internet that are here for your demise. They're here to watch you fail, and they're here to promote that. So those guys are losers in life, and those guys probably have to ask permission to turn on the TV and or to go live in the middle of the night like I just did. No, I didn't ask for permission. I just walk in and I do what I do. It's called GameStop, kids. I get at you. I had a whole mix all set up for you guys when I go live again. I said, man, I'm going to do this mix. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then I was just like, baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. But I'm going to go to sleep now to the next song. So good night, guys. Appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow, millionaires. Peace. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like what I was playing. I thought I was going to like it, but nah. Play a different song. I actually like that song. Man. Yeah, I'm in love with you too. Yeah, me too. Thank you. I'm talking to myself, guys. Okay. Something crazy? Something like hype? You guys want hyper? Nah, I don't do no hyper, bro. It's late night. Oh, I'm going to do this. All right, good night, guys. Peace. Am I still talking? Yeah, I'm still talking. All right, we're good. All right, market's crashing, baby. I'll see you in a couple of hours. I'm still going to be up. I'm going to play some TFT. Peace.
You cut me open and I, birds of a feather, we should stick together.